Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hey, this is Wesley Virgin here, Wesley Billion Dollar Virgin. I just woke up right now, and I always go through my routine of basically my meditations and things of that sort. And I thought I would jump on to speak to you real quickly here. Okay. Hey, how's everybody doing here? So, I'm looking out my window this morning here. I'm in Miami in my second spot here. And I'm looking out the window here, and all I can see is the storm. Okay, all I can see is the raging waves. I see the clouds out there. And let me show you here. I want you to take a look at that. Right, this is storming out there. Right, it looks pretty bad. It looks pretty gloomy out there. And sometime if you think about it, this is how life is. This is how business is. Sometime, right? Um, it's challenging. Right, you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel here. And the message today is, I want to talk to all my entrepreneurs out there, everybody that hasn't given up on their entrance into the land of paradise. And I want you to ram this in the back of your head here, please. It's important to see the sun in the storm. Okay. Now, this is what all rich, wealthy, successful people understand on a very, very deep level. And I want you to understand that for you to be a successful, listen, please, a successful, outstanding entrepreneur, okay, to make millions, billions of dollars, you must have the ability to see the sun and the storm here. See, check it out. If I say, hey, I want you to look for the sun for me. Go ahead, look for the sun for me. I want someone right now that's listening to my voice to see the sun. Hello? You might say, Wesley, I don't see the sun. I see clouds. I see gloom. I see the waves and the water here. And that's the problem with a lot of you. Because you keep looking at the storm that's in your life, right? Listen, whatever you focus on, okay? I'm talking from the top of my heart right here. The more that whatever you focus on in life will expand. Write that down, please. Okay? Whatever you focus on, if you focus on the clouds and the gloom in your life, in your business, in your relationships, guess what? You're going to get more clouds, more gloom in the future. But if you have the unique ability, now understand this, it's not easy to go outside, even though it's pouring rain. And even though you have an umbrella, right? It's not easy to see the sunlight. But let me share some with you. It's there, okay? And this is coming from a young multimillionaire born and raised in Houston, Texas. It is there. It's not about if you can see it. See, this is where faith, I don't want to get too religious here, but this is where faith kicks in. Faith is the things hoped for from the evidence of things not seen. Which means is, even though you can't see the sun with your physical eye, you know the sun does exist. So the question is this, and I'm going to let you go. Listen here. Where's the sun? It's behind the gloom. The sun is behind the storm. And guess what? The prosperity, the millions of dollars, the success that you want is behind the challenges right now. It's behind the adversity. So you got to wake up. You got to think, because see, a lot of you keep regurgitating the past. You keep using the powers of your mind to focus on the storm and the adversity in your life. But what's unique about rich people here, please listen to me close. The unique thing about very successful people, we're able to see the sun as if the clouds doesn't exist. We're able to see the successes and the money and the prosperity as like the adversity have never existed. Let me give you a good example and I'm going to let you go. See, a lot of you right now, You've been in your business maybe for 5 years, 2 years, 3 years. Some of you have been working a job and you've been working a business, and you would like to leave that job, right, and work the business full time. And a lot of you, you're afraid to leave the job because, see, that job represents income to you. That job represents security to you. And at the same time that you're there, you want to leave there. But check it out. That's the storm that's in your life. Okay? Because you wake up this morning, I can't stand my job. I don't want to go there. I want to work my business. I want to lay in my bed butt naked like Wesley and do nothing all day and travel the world. I want to have cars in my elevator as well, right? I want to wake up with a smile every day as well. But listen, even if you have a job right now, listen to me close here. Even if you're in a situation that you can't stand, even if you're experiencing some adversity in life that you want to release from, or you want to be eliminated from your life, you have to be able to see the successes that lays on the other side of the adversity. You have to say, you know what? I have this job right now, but I see me leaving my job and running my business. Even though I'm in a cubicle right now and I don't want to do this paperwork, I'm sick and tired of my boss, I see myself traveling first class on the planes around the world. Even though right now I can't pay my rent, maybe I am broke. I have no money, no funds in my bank account, right? I don't have a pot to piss in, but yet what I see is money coming to me easily and effortlessly. Right now, my actions and my behaviors are now aligned to be able to receive the abundance that the universe and God wants you to have. You see what's unique? Let me give you a quick story and I'm going to let you guys go. Hey, hit the like and share button right now if you're feeling this message, and hit the like button if you're going to take action right now. Like, don't listen to me and don't take action. I would rather you go back to YouTube, go back to social media, right? And just continue to eliminate the boredom that you're feeling right now. I only want to speak and talk to people such as you that are ready to take relentless action. Let me tell you a story here. See, don't get it twisted. I've had storms in my life, okay? Don't think just because you see Wesley Virgin today and I'm excited about life, I'm grateful about my life, I'm grateful about your life. Don't think that nothing has ever taken place in my life, okay? Let me tell you a story here. So I remember, it's a tough one. I remember the time that I was doing a partnership with a person. Now I want you to listen close here. You know when you find someone, right, whether online or offline, and they're rich, and you've been struggling and trying for years to find someone to link up with, someone that you can trust, someone that will invest in you, right? Someone that will believe in you. And that was me, and I wanted someone to believe in me. And I've met this person. I went to Canada, and it's a true story. I took a credit card. Now, at this time, I had no money, okay? And I took a credit card, and I bought a flight, and I flew to Canada, okay, Toronto, and I got a hotel. And I went to this network, and it's internet marketing event. Now, understand this, at that time, I am not making any money, okay? This is several years in. Every day, reading books, saying affirmations, meditating, working, trying different things, buying different programs, okay? But nothing's working. So I decided to say, you know what, Wesley, let me leave my house. Let me get around these people. So I went there, and I met a guy. That I bonded with. He was making $5,000 to $10,000 per day. He was 25 years old. At that time, I was about 30 years old, okay? And he liked my energy. One thing I want to give you is this. If you ever want to partner with a rich person, make sure that you have positive energy, okay? Make sure there's something about you that's going to attract that person, that he's going to like you. Listen, it's a myth to believe that you have to be rich to link up with a rich person. Okay, that's bullshit. You don't have to be successful for a wealthy person to do business with you. What we want to understand, are you grateful? Are you positive? How is your energy? So the thing is, my energy was great. I said, hey, I'm Wesley. At that time, I'm just Wesley Virgin. I'm not Wesley $1 billion Virgin like I am today. I said, I'm Wesley Virgin here, and I own 7dayfitness.com, and I'm working to get that off the ground. What do you do? He said, I did this. And I told him the problems I was experiencing. He said, Wesley, I like your energy. And, at that time, I inside, I'm like, oh, my God, this guy likes me. Okay, cool, right? Because, when we meet rich people, we want them to like us because we want to do business with them. Because we feel, listen, that rich, successful people, if we link up in partnership, they're going to change our lives. Who feels like that? Okay? So, I'm excited. And he said, Wes, let's go out. So I went out with him and his girl. They showed me around Toronto. And, we really, really created a bond. And he said, Wes, I'm going to help you with your product. Like, imagine this. I want everybody to imagine a multi-millionaire telling you that he's going to help you take your product to the top. Woo! I was like my dad's a pastor. I almost wanted to go to church and start shouting. I was like, oh yeah, baby, it's time. Let's go. So we scheduled a time that I would fly back. So I flew home. I'm excited, right? So I flew back to my broke, poor apartment, right? I got on that air mattress and I was like, thank you, God, it is happening. I was celebrated in advance. All the things I've learned from the books, all the things I've learned from mentors that are online, right? And I went to spend like 2 weeks with him. Like, I was so fortunate. Like, even today, I thank God for that young man because he brought me into his life and it allowed me to see how he lived as a rich person. Now, check this out. I get to his house. He picks me up in a Jaguar. He has a brand new Jaguar. He paid cash for it, by the way, $80,000. And I roll up to his mansion, okay? Not a regular house. Listen to me here. I roll up to his mansion. At this time, Wesley, I have no money. I swear to God. Even my credit card is low. I have no money in my bank account because I quit my job like a year ago. So I was barely making money, okay? And I roll up to his place. And I'll never forget, it was a beautiful, like 5,000 square foot mansion. Then in the driveway, I saw they had a Z3, and it was paid off, by the way. His girlfriend had a badass Mercedes, paid off, by the way. And guess what? He's in his 20s, and his girl, and I'm 30 years old. He's 25, and I'm 30. And this man is living my dream, right? Now listen, so I step into the house. And I was like, man, you are living the dream. This is what I want because, listen to me. It's one thing to hear people talk about how they're living, and it's another thing to experience it. That's why very soon I'm allowed, like people like yourself, like my fans and followers, I'm allow you to come to my lifestyle, come into my condos and, jump in my Lamborghini with me so you can feel it. Because when you start to feel and see what's possible, you start to believe. And at that moment, I started to believe that, man, you know what? I'm next. I said, I'm next, man. This is it. So we worked on the product every day. He'll get up in the morning. He had a nice little dog. We'll take the dog for a walk. We'll jump into a Z3. We'll drop the top. Everybody's going to work. We getting up at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock in the daytime, driving to Tim Hortons, I believe, because he always get a cup of coffee, Tim Hortons. So I was drinking coffee as well. And I don't drink coffee, by the way. But I was just doing what he was doing, right? So I'm in the Z3, hanging out. We get back to the crib, and we're working on the product every day. He said, Wesley, your product is going to kill it, man. Are you ready for this? I said, yes. He said, Wesley, your product, we're going to rock. When rich people tell you that, you start just to get excited. Because, see, we believe that people that are successful, that anything that they say is factual information, right? So it just makes you feel good. So I felt good because I had no money. And he said that my product was going to dominate the world. And it was 7-Day Fitness. Okay? And, let me tell you how broke I was. Just embarrassing to say, but I remember he said, let's go do some activities, Wes. I said, cool. So we did some rock climbing. And I never forget this. I was worried because my card, like my credit card, I was like, ooh, I was buying dinners and I was buying this. And, you know when you have to check the balance, you're like, hold on, give me a second. How much money I got? Right? And I swiped the card attempting to purchase the rock climbing event. And my card declined in front of him. And I was nervous. At the first time in a long time, Wesley Virgin was nervous because, he didn't really know that I didn't have money, right? Because I didn't present myself like that, right? I presented myself like I was very successful, or I was successful to the point that I was able to survive. But to be honest, at that time, I had no money at all, right? And when that card declined, man, and I tried it again, and thank God he was a great guy, and he paid for it. He said, "Don't worry about it, Wesley, just pay me back later." I said, "Man, thank you so much." And that was embarrassing. But see, the thing is, I had to go through that. I had to be humble, and I had to diminish my ego. Because at times, even though when we're trying to be very successful, we have this ego and this cockiness. But at that time, I couldn't be cocky because my card declined. So I had to be humble and said, thank you so much for helping me out. Write this down. No man is an island, which means it's always going to be somebody in your life that's going to help you. I don't care if it's a lot or a little bit, but it's somebody that you're going to meet, somebody that you're going to get exposed to that's going to help you have that breakthrough. Now, listen, so I'm ready. The copy is done. The product is done. We're excited. We're ready to launch. So I went home and said, okay, Wesley, we're going to launch in a week. I'm excited about the product, okay? And this guy is very smart. I mean, this guy is super smart, right? And I'll tell you about that later, why it was a blessing to meet him. Because not only is he a marketer, he's actually an engineer. He's like a technical guy too. So he can build websites, he can do Java, he can do code, and he can market, okay? So we launched the product. I'm at home, right? I'm on my air mattress. My laptop is in my bed. I'm like, let's go, baby. We sold about $1,000. Now understand, we have a percentage, right? Does it make sense? He gets 50% of the company. I get 50% of the company. So I made like $500 in a week. And I'm like, okay, I'm a little worried because I'm thinking that I'm going to bring in thousands of dollars, right? I'm like, because I need like 5,000 a day because the lifestyle that I want to live is going to be absolutely extraordinary. So when I made that $500, right, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm happy. And he called me and said, Wesley, man, look, it's taking off, man. We're making sales. And me, I'm just being fake right now. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, $500. Let's go. Can't pay my rent though, but yeah. So, but I learned something powerful. What I learned from him, he was excited about progress, okay? And me, I wasn't even excited. I was just faking the excitement. But he was excited about progress, and I didn't understand that at the time because what I want is what I wanted, or I was selfish. I said, I want $1 million, not 500. But I wasn't excited about the progress. Write this down, number 2. Be excited about the progress, okay? Be excited about any progress that you're making in life, in your business, anything. Be excited about it. I don't care if it's $1, $2, $2,000 a day, $2,000 a month. If you're making some type of progress, get excited. So, long story short, months pass. We're not making a lot of money. Okay? We're not making any money. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? I thought we were going to blow up. And that's what the typical person with the poor mentality says. Hey, man, what's going on here? He said, Wes, you got to be patient. You got to be patient, Wes. And I'm like, okay, but is the copy not working? Long story short, the copy didn't work the way that we wanted to work, okay? Now he still believed in it. No, Wes is gonna work, blah, 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 and this and this. And me, I was just fed up because I was like, man, it's been 8 months. We made like $5,000, I think, and that's only $2,500 to me. And I was thinking that we're going to make millions of dollars. Now, this is the time that you have to make a decision. Do I continue to stay with him? Now, he's a great guy. I swear to God, I learned a lot from him, and I'm gonna show you in a second. Um, do I stay with him? Do I stay in the partnership, or do I leave the partnership and go figure something else out? So what I did was this: in the background, I started to create another site, another product. Now everybody knows that product, okay? Now listen here. If you just got here, watch the video again. Um, and it was Fat the Minister, and I'll never forget this. I remember sitting in my office I had my laptop, and I was almost done. I called him, right? Because, I believed in him, man. He was a good friend, and I wanted to do business with him because he was a smart guy. He was a smart marketer, and he made a ton of money here. And I said, hey, I have something that I know is going to rock the industry, the weight loss industry. He says, okay, Wesley. All right. Okay, Wesley, what you got? I said, it's called Fat the Minister, man. You can have 50%. I have 50%. The copy is done. The program is done. I wrote the copy. I wrote and created the ebook. It's done. He said, Wes, I don't know if I trust you, because what happened was we had an issue. Okay, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but we had a disagreement. And he felt a certain way. I felt a certain way. So long story short, he did not want to partner with me on fatdiminisher.com. Now, listen, if you guys know anything about Wesley $1 Billion Virgin, fatdiminisher.com was my product that was my huge breakthrough to millions of dollars. Listen, you know what's crazy? I begged him. I said, come on, man. I said, please, 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 do this partnership with me. Please, please. Right? Because now listen, I want you to notice what's going on with me. I'm begging another man to partner with me because I feel that I'm not smart enough, or I'm not educated enough, or worthy enough to do it myself. And this woman here, I never told a story like this before, but actually it was a girl. Okay, I used to train her. It was a woman I used to train for $10,000 per month. True story. I cannot make this up. I used to train her in the gym. She was a little big lawyer, right? And I used to vent to her because at the time I isolated from the world. I wasn't talking to my mom, my dad, my brother, friends. I cut everybody off, right? I was by myself. And she was the only person I was speaking to because, I manifested her to be able to make money while I was trying to build a business. And she said this. She said, Wesley, why do you need him? Listen. He said, why do you need him? He said, you're smart. You're intelligent. You're a great communicator. You have positive energy. Why do you need him? You can do it by yourself. Now, I never heard that. I'm going to be honest with you. I never heard because, you know how we hear videos like this is, hey, you need a mentor. You need a mentor. You need somebody. You need a mentor. And I'm not saying that you don't need a mentor in life to be able to help you and move you faster to what you want to be. But I thought about it. I said, you're right. I mean, I'm a pretty intelligent guy here. I was like, I got you to pay me $10,000 a month. So I guess I'm a pretty good salesperson. And I have the energy. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Because of that lady, okay, that I was training, I stopped begging him. And I said, okay, don't worry about it, man. Because it was crazy. I'm embarrassed to say this, but every day I was just begging this guy. Every day I was just like, please, please partner with me. It's going to be amazing. And I did it by myself, and I made $1 million in 1 month. I made $1 million in 1 month. I went from the outhouse to the penthouse in 2 weeks. I went from a 1988 Honda Accord and a broke down Range Rover to a $200,000 G-Wagon in a week. Makes sense? I was able to see the sun in the storm. And I thank God. See, now listen, I thank God for that guy. Now that guy's probably kicking himself in the butt, I'm pretty sure. Oh, trust me. Because if I would have gave him 50%, well, that company grossed over $40 million. Okay, $40 million. I still get paid from that company today. And he would have got $20 million, right? That's insane, right? Based off me not believing in myself and only seeing the storms. See, the reason why I wanted to ask him for help and I wanted to partner with him, because all I could see is the gloom. All I saw was, I'm not making any money. This thing is not working. I need to do something else. And I kept focusing on the clouds and the rain. And it felt terrible. And I was like, well, I need a partner, right? Because I didn't see the sun for myself. I saw the sun for him and for me. But what that young lady taught me, to see the sun for myself. That I don't need somebody else's observation. I don't need another person's opinion. And I don't need another person's validation for me to see that's what's right in front of me. And that was the sun. It was millions of dollars. See, I thought that he can see it clearly than me because he was getting results. He was getting results. So I said, well, obviously I'm looking at the clouds right now. He's looking at the sun. So let me stay with him because obviously he can see the sun and I can't. And that young lady says, you can see the fucking sun, Wesley. It's right there. The sun is there. I know it's gloomy right now. I know you can't comprehend why things are not taking place in your life, but the sun is there. And I made $1 million in 1 month. And I made $1 million again and another $1 million. And I just kept going. Listen, it's important for you to see the sun in the clouds. Okay? You don't necessarily need a mentor. You don't necessarily need to read one special book, right? What you need to be able to do is see the sun, or see the prosperity in the failure. You have to be able to see the success in the adversity because it's there if you're looking for it. I want everybody right now, before I go, I want you to comment below, Wesley, I now see the sun in my adversity. I see the sun in my problems. I see the sun in my challenges. I make a decision right now to see the sun. I see greatness. I see millions of dollars even though I have no money. I see the solution even though I am deep in the problem right now. Listen to me. If you don't have that ability to see it, if you don't have that ability to visualize something better, okay, you will never get rich. You'll never be successful on this planet here. Everything that you see right here. See my room here? See my place here in Miami here? Beautiful. That's the beach. That's the water here. So imagine waking up every single day, seeing this beautiful climate, seeing this beautiful beach here, okay? But it wasn't always like this. But the thing I'm able to see, I saw this when I was on the air mattress. I saw this when I had pictures of this on my walls. I saw this when I was speaking my affirmations every day. I saw this when I had vision boards in my room with my children, looking at the vision boards, creating the vision boards. I saw this. I saw the beanbag right there. I saw the shoes in my closet. Look at this. I saw the TV that'll be on the wall. I saw the clothes that I will buy. I saw the beach that will be to my left. I saw the beautiful bed here. I saw the, look at this. Let me show you something. I saw the King West emblems that will be stitched on my pillows. I saw it. This is not new. See, what I want you guys to understand before you go, before you move forward, I'll leave a couple of links below that you can check out now. That everything that you will manifest in your life, you must see it in advance. Which means where you are right now, you have to conjure up the images in your brain and be able to see the images that will later become a part of your physical world. I want everybody right now to type, I see the sun in my adversity. I see the success in my problems right now. Remember, and I'm going to let you go. You can always click below. I'll leave a couple of links here below. And watch this video another time, please. If you're smart, you'll watch it again. Whatever you're seeking for, okay, you, listen to me. Whatever you're seeking is also seeking you. Never forget that. Someone told me that when I was 25 years old, he said, Wesley, whatever you're seeking for in life, like whatever you're looking for, like if you're looking for problems, you're going to get it. If you're looking for depression and disappointment, you're going to get that too. If you're looking for failure, you're going to get that. And you know what he told me as well? He said, also, Wesley, if you don't want things to happen, or if you don't want problems, you're going to get problems. If you're trying to avoid challenges, you're going to get challenges. If you're trying to avoid failure, you will get more failure. He says, seek for the things that you want because those things are seeking you. See, every day I'm seeking gratitude. I'm seeking joy. I'm seeking happiness. I'm seeking abundance, more money, prosperity, success, love. That's it. I'm consciously always looking for that. That's it. I'm not searching for the adversities, the challenges, the problems, because those are called weeds. Weeds are going to grow regardless. Like problems, challenges, they're going to happen. But I'm looking for the prosperity every day. I love you. I appreciate you. I love you from the top of my heart. Watch this video a couple of times. It was powerful, and it was for you. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. Let's go! Motivated, dedicated, let go.